All right, TGI Friday. Earlier this morning, we had a court hearing for a temporary restraining order relief for the arbitration for termination cases. This was also heard in front of Judge Mullen. It was a pretty brief hearing, to say the least. During the position statements, the city attorney, Jim Franzik, let the judge know that this was useless, that the city council was going to be taking this up at the January 24th General City Council meeting at 10 a.m. We had no assurances that that was going to happen. There is no obligation for that to actually happen in the contract. So that's why we did file a court case. The judge said he was going to give the city council the ability to do the right thing. My words, not his. But again, he said he was going to let them take their vote and see what happens. We'll have a status hearing on the 31st of January going forward. And I guess address if they fail to either take their vote or to pass the vote like they are obligated under state law. More on that in a bit here. So again, we knew this was a process. We're not letting go of this. We are on the right side of this argument, and we continue to press to make sure not only the mayor, but the city council aldermen and women do the right thing according to their oath. Arbitrator Ben was brutal in his award, his supplemental final award, talking about their obligation to their oath and the violation of their oath and upholding Illinois constitutional law, which labor law falls under that promise and that commitment and that oath. So on that note, secondary to that, I had just sent a request for an investigation to the City Inspector General, Deborah Witzberg, to do an investigation on the mayor and the aldermen who voted in violation of their oath about this labor law issue. So acknowledgement of receipt has been returned to the lodge. The IG is in receipt of that request for investigation. The local media has it, and I will post it on our social media so you can see the letter that was drafted going forward. Some other issues still lingering. Unfortunately, everybody's entitled to a vacation. Timing is always not convenient, but Commander Rowling is on vacation, so we don't have any movement when it comes to the Parental Leave Act. They still are trying to work out something. There's no movement. That's about the easiest way to put it right now. Hopefully, come Tuesday or Wednesday next week at the general meeting, I'll have an update on where we're going with that. But we filed a class action grievance on that, and the city's on notice. I will say one of the other issues that seems to be people's concerns is the employee bonus. It is not a retention bonus. It is certainly not a COVID bonus. It is simply an employee bonus that will be paid out after the first quarter. So first quarter ends March 31st. It will be paid out on the April 7th paycheck. There is some issues as far as a standardized form for selling back your comp time hours allotted to you, whether you are an FTO or below that, whether it's 50 hours or 100 hours max. Our demand was that there was a standardized form for this across the whole city department. It seems like it's kind of Wild West right now. I don't know if it's because of the crunch time or whatever the case may be, but I implore all members to verify with your unit timekeeper, whoever they are, that there is an acknowledgement of your demand for how many hours you want to sell back sooner rather than later, so everybody gets their pay come the first quarter, the end of the first quarter here coming up. Have a safe weekend. The second snowstorm that never was. Stay warm. It's certainly going to be very cold in the next several days, and happy Martin Luther King Day for Monday. Have a good weekend. Take care.